Okay, kids, dinosaur time. Wait, hold on. Before the time of the mighty T-Rex and his pals, our home planet looked very different. In fact, you might not even recognize it. So what did Earth look like before the dinosaurs? You're about to find out. Welcome to my channel. And today we're going back in time to uncover the secrets of Earth before the dinosaurs. We'll start our journey way back when the planet was a raging inferno and see how life slowly transformed Earth over millions of years. Did you know that there were living things on Earth long before the dinosaurs? Let's go back in time and take a peek. About 3.5 to 4.1 billion years ago, our planet was still pretty wild. Volcanoes were constantly erupting, spewing ash and gases into the air. The seas were hot too, filled with dissolved minerals and superheated steam. But despite all this, life found a way to thrive. Life first emerged in Earth's oceans, starting with single-celled organisms so small you need a microscope to see them. These tiny bacteria and archaea were tough enough to withstand the harsh conditions, surviving in boiling water and thriving in environments filled with dangerous chemicals. Some scientists think that life may have actually started near deep-sea vents, where superheated water mixed with cold seawater and dissolved minerals creating chemical reactions that could have jump-started the process of creating life. Other scientists believe that life may have originated in shallow pools of water that were warm enough to allow organic molecules to replicate. But both theories agree on one thing: life arose in the most unlikely of places, Earth's hostile oceans. As time went on, these microscopic organisms changed Earth forever. Some bacteria developed the ability to harness energy from the sun through photosynthesis, producing oxygen as a byproduct. As these photosynthetic bacteria multiplied, they pumped more and more oxygen into the atmosphere, paving the way for more complex life forms to evolve. Speaking of which, let's talk about stromatolites. Picture this: you're snorkeling in a shallow coral reef when you spot something strange, layered structures made of calcium carbonate. You might mistake them for rocks, but they're actually fossilized microbial structures created by colonies of photosynthetic bacteria known as cyanobacteria. These amazing formations called stromatolites are some of the oldest known fossils on Earth, dating back to about 3.5 billion years ago. They provide a window into an ancient world dominated by microbes and paint a picture of how life first began to transform Earth's environment. But it wasn't easy being alive back then. You see, for hundreds of millions of years, Earth had very little oxygen in its atmosphere. It was a world without air as we know it. Most of the planet's surface was covered in water, and the only living things that could survive in these conditions were tiny bacteria and archaea. Then, boom, cyanobacteria came along and changed everything. These photosynthetic bacteria were like Earth's first environmental heroes, breathing in carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen as a waste product. As they grew and multiplied, they literally breathed life into our planet. But it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. While oxygen is essential for life as we know it today, back then it was a toxic substance for many organisms, especially those that lived in the ocean. You see, until then, Earth's oceans were filled with anaerobic organisms, living things that don't need oxygen to survive. But as oxygen levels rose, these creatures started to die off. It was a mass extinction event called the Great Oxidation Event. This took place around 2.4 billion years ago, when Earth's atmosphere had just 10% of its current oxygen level. But even that small amount was enough to wipe out a huge chunk of marine life. Anaerobic bacteria and archaea died off, unable to cope with the oxygen-rich environment. But this event also created an opportunity for other life forms to flourish. It paved the way for more advanced cells to evolve, cells with nuclei and other complex structures that allowed them to be much larger and more diverse. Eventually, it led to the evolution of multicellular organisms, creatures made up of more than one cell. So, thanks to the Great Oxidation Event, life on Earth was about to get a whole lot more complicated and fascinating. Now, fast forward to 600 million years ago. Our planet was looking a bit more familiar, but life was still pretty weird. By this time, multicellular life had started to emerge, but most of the creatures living on Earth were microscopic or barely larger than a sesame seed. The oceans were filled with strange, soft-bodied creatures drifting along in the currents. Then, suddenly, 541 million years ago, everything changed. During the Cambrian explosion, a period of rapid evolution and diversification, all kinds of bizarre creatures with hard shells and skeletons appeared in the fossil record. Creatures like trilobites, opabinia, and the fearsome Anomalocaris, a giant, predatory, worm-like beast with a huge head and powerful jaws. This event marked the first great evolutionary leap in Earth's history and set the stage for the explosion of life that would follow. So why did this happen? Scientists aren't 100% sure, but they have a few theories. One idea is that the rise in oxygen levels in the atmosphere and oceans made more complex life possible. As oxygen allowed for larger, more active animals, it also provided the energy needed for the development of hard shells and skeletons. Another theory is that changes in Earth's climate and geography played a role. As Earth's continents moved and collided, new habitats and ecosystems were created, providing a variety of environments for new species to evolve. But whatever the reason, the Cambrian explosion was a pivotal moment in Earth's history, giving rise to the first glimpse of more familiar creatures like early fish, arthropods, and mollusks. Life on Earth was getting more and more exciting, but it wouldn't stay that way for long. Fast forward another 300 million years and our planet was looking very different. The continents had shifted, climates had changed, and life had flourished. Plants were growing on land, insects were buzzing around, and fish were swimming in the seas. It was during this time that amphibians first crawled up on land, becoming the first vertebrates to walk on 4 legs. These remarkable creatures were like a cross between fish and reptiles, with moist skin for breathing and limbs for walking. Some were small, lizard-like creatures, while others grew to be gigantic, weighing over 200 pounds. These amphibians thrived for millions of years, laying their eggs in water and then returning to land to live. It seemed like life on Earth had reached a pretty good groove. But then, bam, the Permian extinction struck. Also known as the Great Dying, this event was the deadliest in Earth's history, wiping out 90% of marine species and 70% of land animals. The oceans turned into a wasteland, and life as many knew it was nearly erased from the planet. But from this devastation, a new era began. The dinosaurs burst onto the scene, becoming Earth's dominant force for over 180 million years. They roamed the land, soared through the air, and even ruled the seas. Their reign marked a new chapter in Earth's history, a time of towering giants and epic battles. But, as we all know, their time in the spotlight didn't last forever. After 180 million years, the asteroid that killed them also killed 75% of all plant and animal species. But there was hope. Small mammals survived and evolved, setting the stage for the emergence of primates and eventually humans. Today, we're left with the legacy of dinosaurs and other extinct creatures preserved in fossils that tell their stories. And as we continue to explore our planet and unearth these ancient treasures, we gain a deeper understanding of how life on Earth has changed over time. We've come a long way from those first single-celled organisms that appeared billions of years ago. But no matter what challenges and changes the future may hold, we can take comfort in knowing that life has a remarkable ability to adapt, survive, and thrive in even the most unexpected ways. From the smallest microbe to the largest dinosaur, every creature has played a role in shaping our planet and its history. And as we look back on the incredible journey of life on Earth, we can marvel at the beauty, diversity, and resilience of our natural world. So keep exploring, keep asking questions, and keep dreaming big, because who knows what amazing discoveries and adventures await us in the vast expanse of space and time. Perhaps there are other planets out there teeming with life, or maybe Earth is truly unique in that regard. Either way, the story of life on our planet is a remarkable one, and we're all a part of it. So thank you for joining me on this journey through time and space. Keep looking up at the stars and keep exploring the wonders of our universe. Who knows what amazing discoveries and adventures await us in the vast expanse beyond our world. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Click here for another fun fact video, or click here for a presidential fact video.